Well, everybody does a pulled pork. How about doing a pulled beef? So today I'm going to show you how to do that. What I got here is two nice small chuck roasts. They're the first cut off the shoulder, which is the same piece of meat, of course, as your pork butt or pork shoulder. The reason why I choose these is because they're the first cut. They're a smaller roast, then also because of this piece right here, which is the chuck eye, which butts right up next to the rib eye. So I'm going to go through and just trim some of this heavier stuff off here. And this is actually where the blade, shoulder blade, is. Get that crap cut off there. And here, of course, along the bottom is where your ribs are. Cut that off. I sharpen my knife. Then also what I have here is two nice cross-cut shanks. What I'm going to do is cut the meat off them, and then I'll put this all in a smoker, but I'll save the bones until when I wrap the meat. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and then I'm going to get them both seasoned up with coarse salt and pepper. They all have been resting now at room temp for probably just about an hour now. So I'll season them up, get the Traeger going, let them rest here for another half hour, and we'll start smoking them. Alright, everything's trimmed up. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good coat of coarse salt and pepper. Big cut of meat like this could use a lot of salt. They're about a half hour from going on the smoker. You can see that connective tissue in the shank meat there, which add a lot of flavor to your pulled beef. Well, I got the chuck roast on the Traeger. It's about 20 some degrees outside. Got it set at 180. I just had it open, so it's just coming up to temp. Let's take a look at the analog. The analog looks like it's about 160. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek. Oh no, isn't that nice? That's smoke soot, that's not paint peeling. But you can see how the meat took on kind of a redder color. That's from resting at that room temp for 2 hours. People got to do that. People should be doing that. Alright, let's leave her closed up. Probably about 2 hours. We're using hickory. Okay, we're 3 hours in. The first hour I had it set at 180. The last 2 hours I had it turned up to 225. Also at that hour mark I put a pan of water on there with some onion and some dried jalapeno. Looking good. We're going to go ahead and get the Dutch oven set up in the house and start browning up some mushrooms. Well, here we go. I'll get the mushrooms going. I got my 10-inch Dutch oven heating up here. A little bit of heat to it. Say medium high. A little more butter. Chicago steak seasoning. Just a little bit of garlic. Some mignonette pepper. a nice brown to them. Hit them with just a little holy Tabasco. We'll turn our heat down now too. Get ready to put the beef in. Just a little Johnny's. And some water. While the mushrooms are cooking, I'm just going to char the skin on this red pepper quick. I'm not going to put it in a bag or anything like that. I'm just going to get the skin burned on it. Wipe it off. We'll let it finish cooking inside with the beef. Pepper's coming along nice. Let's take a look at our mushrooms. At this time I'm going to go ahead and put those marrow bones in that we got from that shank meat. Well, the red pepper's almost done. Just finishing up the top side of it. While it's finishing up, I'll go ahead and bring the beef in and we'll get it inside the Dutch oven. Okay, here the beef is after 4 hours and 15 minutes on the Traeger. You can see it. Well, we'll go ahead and put that shank meat in down at the bottom. That's what this is here. Pile our roasts in there. You can see that marrow's already coming out of the bones. Here's the fire roasted red peppers. And I also got 2 onions sliced. I have them cut not so they create rings, but so they create like slices or little wedges. It'll hold together a little better versus if you cut it in rings. A little more Johnny's. A little more water. The Dutch oven, you have to keep an eye on it so it doesn't steam dry. Turn the heat back up again. More garlic. More Chicago steak seasoning. And more mignonette pepper. There we go. Let's braise it. Well, here we are at 6.5 hours on the chuck roast, the shredded beef. And I had it on the stove, brought it up to a boil, put it in the oven for an hour at 350, and then I turned the oven down to 300 for another hour. Picture. There's that shank meat. There's the marrow bones. I'm going to leave those in here when I serve it at the party tonight. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shred it up and get it ready. Thanks for watching.